Hey, my mind is melty. Welcome to Ithaca. We're back in Ithaca. I don't even remember what happened. I've been here, but yeah, here we are. I have an idea of what I want to do, but that's all reliant on what happens next.
I have an idea of upsetting your ideas.
I mean, I won't be upsetty spaghetti. I don't think I will. But yeah, go for it. What do you have in mind?
Our current threads are to continue taking job boards
Yes.
to rank up. We can investigate missing children via the picture through Ithaca, which I believe Cadmus expressed last session a little bit more time sensitive, probably.
That can hang. I don't know. It's whatever. It's like World of
Okay, well-
Warcraft, where they're like, "Please help me," and then they just sit there for months because you're doing other quests.
Well, see, Adrian just said that it wasn't important, which means that it absolutely is.
I'm not that kind of person, am I? Not right now. Mentally, can't play
Okay.
the mind games.
Well, see, here's the thing. We went through Curse of Strahd with you, so that's where my brain is all the time.
I've set a precedent. There we go.
Mr. President.
You have set a precedent.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting caught up on some of the Discord jabs at me, basically.
I wonder who started
We love you, Dave.
I will.
I'll-
Oh, yeah, go ahead. It is probably more making fun of me, so.
Well, in one of the other threads that you forgot to mention is Cadmus needs to get revenge on Ismark for Ismark throwing a blobfish at him.
Oh, that is
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh
Steve.
no! Why did you
Yeah.
bring that up? I've totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. I did that last game.
Yeah, that is where we left off.
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, I want to throw Steve at someone. Hey Ismark, we need to find the other.
Yeah, it was like fade to black, blobfish dripping down Cadmus.
That's right.
And the sound of sizzling.
I had forgotten about Steve, and I was happy for a week.
I
Same
never
here.
forgot about Steve.
Never forgetty.
I'm gonna co-pilot right now. This might get interesting on the stream. Another one of the threads is like deacon stuff, and apparently the robed people in the picture was deacons, so that could be a kind of little double dip on the anti-deacon quest.
Right.
Anti-deaconificating. You know, since there are symbols of D, it could be that we are anti-defecating.
My brain's rotting.
No.
I can't. No. Okay, sounds good. And there's also one other thing that I want to bring up that I might pop on y'all the following day. But we'll see what happens. But yeah. So this is like the nighttime. It was like right before we're wrapping up a day, right? Is that correct? Or did we just start one?
We're wrapping up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we were wrapping up a day.
Cool. Okay. Let me know what y'all want to do. Oh, yeah. Page always on top of the dropping the game on Discord.
That's a lie.
Where's my little... There you are. You know, I think this is the coolest thing. I got a little stream, or... Yeah. I have a little button. I click stream, and then it's like, oh, go live, and then everyone on Twitter gets a little notification.
Nice.
Nice.
Little doohickeys. Yeah, we'll just start the scene off with y'all resolving y'all Steve drama.
Steve.
Why did it have
I
to be
cast
Steve?
catapult on the largest remaining piece of Steve and fling it back at his mark.
No. Wait, you the spell catapult?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna let that play out.
It's gonna get in all the orifices.
Hey, his mark. Deck save.
Oh, Esmark's specialty. Why isn't this working? I appreciate the fact that you're whispering. And they look very nice. Why can't I roll this? Okay, well, we're gonna do this for now. Big three.
All right. I imagine it's squishy, so you probably don't take damage, but right all over you.
Black.
I just took a bath.
Ah. And now I'm good. You see as he waves his hand, the bits of Steve that went all over him just begin to evaporate and into mist. So, suppose we're gathering the rest in the morning or tonight to deal with the artwork.
I guess the morning, I suppose.
All right. Do we even know where Shaggy and Kai are?
I
Hugo, do you have
thought Shaggy was downstairs. No.
Shaggy? Are you downstairs?
Kai was off on some mission.
Kai was being secretive.
Yeah.
I just, I forget.
Shaggy, you can be wherever you want to be.
Yeah, you put yourself down somewhere.
Paige just sent you something.
What does that mean? No. You can't.
Oh, probably that he's not downstairs. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Well, if they're not back by the morning, then I'll have to go after them.
I'm sure
So,
it's nothing to worry about.
you have a good evening. I
Cadmus,
slam the door.
It
Bring
was
it in for
definitely
a hug
something to
first.
worry about.
I have already slammed the door and I'm walking away.
Bring it in, Cadmus. Ismark's gonna make his way to Protectorate for bedtiming.
We're at the protectorate. We were in the barracks.
No, I thought Kilgore was somewhere in the tavern.
No, he was at the
Yeah. You guys went back to the tavern.
We did.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all were in a room.
And that's when I was like, I've never seen a purple minotaur do that. And Kilgore was like, I'm in my room.
Oh, I thought he meant at the protectorate. Okay.
No.
Then, yeah, I go back to the protectorate as well. And just when Ismark comes in, I just ignore the shit out of him unless he comes near me, because I am not hugging that slimy piece of crap.
Oh, Ismark keeps trying to hold your hand on the walk back to the Protectorate.
I am 40 feet ahead of you.
Not if I.
Ismark can fly.
Yeah, Ismark is faster than you.
You might be able to fly, but you fly at the same speed as me.
Yeah, so I don't know how you got 40 feet ahead.
Because I left earlier.
I will not give way on this. I'm trying to hold Cadmus's hand.
I cast Longstrider, giving myself an extra 10 feet of movement speed.
The pettiest
Dang it.
thing to do is just cast
do I have?
Longstrider in front of you.
What do I have?
And then I cast
nothing.
Expeditious Retreat to be able to dash as a bonus action.
And then I just add fucking combat. Just because y'all are just casting spells like nothing.
I am moving 120 feet per turn.
Dash Dave. Let's see. Brain melty. Why is there rooms at the Protectorate?
They're like barracks.
Yep.
Okay. You have your overnight intern there.
No, we don't.
Or did you? Is that the one you fired? I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we still
That
having?
was the one with the really cool name that he fired.
It's okay. I don't
He just
remember.
kept calling
Don't tell
Jeffrey.
me. Don't tell me what it was. I'm very sad about that point. Let's see. Yeah, you'll head back. What else are y'all doing?
I'm just reading for the rest of the night and making sure Ismark doesn't come near me.
Well, you have your own. If you're having a barracks, you're in your own place, yeah.
Cool. I barricade the door.
No, don't do that. That's a safety hazard.
Well, it might be a safety hazard, but it's also an Ismark hazard.
Thank you, fire hazard.
I am a fire hazard.
More the reason. All right. Anything else? Anybody else want to do anything before the next day? That's what I was doing. Is the calendar on Ithaca Intrigue or General?
Believe it's in general. Here, I'll put it on Ithaca Intrigue so that we can pin it with the spreadsheet.
Cool. Yeah.
There we go. If you could pin that.
Thank you. Pin. Oh yeah, pin it.
And yeah, with it, it is currently up to date.
Cool. I will say this. On the 15th of every month, there will be an event in the city. That way I can do some cool either lore or fun. Let's not worry about fighting it. Like a cool event thingy. So yeah, that'd be 10 days away. Yep. Kythorn. 1, 2. Midsummer. I'm so confused about how things work here. Anyways,
Wait, what are you trying to do?
there's between Green Grass and Midsummer. There's like 3 months, but then between Midsummer and Higher Vestide, High Harvestide, yeah. There's only 2 months. I'm just confused about why. But yeah, so on the 15th there'll be a oh my god, the trains are bothering my brain. A cooking event.
A cooking event on the 15th of every month?
Of this month.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just say that now. Working towards, um, essentially more Shaggy lore. Because I think right now Shaggy slash Solomon is the only one that hasn't leveled up. Um, yeah. Yep. Okay. So I have an event for you there, Bucko.
Added a recurring event that just says special Ithacan event every month on the 15th.
Sounds golden. Sounds golden. Okay. Everyone wraps up. It's the 6th day.
Oh,
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Tell me.
I remembered what I had to do. Uh, fuck.
Take your time.
Character voice. What does it sound like?
Oh.
Like this.
All right, Yogi Bear.
Cadmus.
Hi.
I'm so sorry to bother you so late at night, but I'm afraid I must ask you for a favor.
1 second. You hear a butt close and a few pieces of furniture.
Yes, Shaggy.
Opens the door. Sorry, what was that?
I've come to ask you for a favor, and it's quite a big one.
All right.
May I? And like gesture towards the furniture.
Oh, of course. Yeah, come in. The furniture's just to keep Mr. This is a Rock out.
We will sort those issues out soon. I promise. But first, I may need some money from the Protectorate.
All right. How much you need?
Approximately 300 gold. I'm not. Is that a lot?
That's a fair amount. Might I ask what specifically this is for?
Well, I need it for a diamond, and I mean, I have some crystals, but those aren't particularly effective for magic.
Oh, it's a component, is it?
Yes, I have the ability to. How do you describe revivify in character?
Bring someone back from the brink of death?
From the brink of death, okay. Because resurrecting somebody sounds so intense. I can bring somebody back from the brink of death. It just costs a whole diamond to do it, and it's a bit much.
I've seen you do your healing bit. I thought, just like a bit more advanced. I'm sorry, divine is not really my specialty.
Less divine, more nature.
All right.
You know, tomato, right?
All right. So the spell is to bring someone back from.
Yes, we've
Brink of
established
death?
that. Yes, that is
So
what
like,
it does.
is that like past what a healing potion can do?
Yes, if you're gravely injured, I can get you right back up. Sort of prevent you from passing into the great beyond of whatever you believe in.
Sure. Yeah. Give me 1 second. And reaches into his pack. Grabs out the rather hefty coin purse. And basically takes roughly half of it. Puts it into a pouch, and hands it to you. Just in case there's any issue with the shopkeep, there's 310. Just give a bit of Uh, that way, if they try to charge you up a bit.
Thank you. Should I pay you back for this? Or...
No, this is protectorate funds. The- actually, kind of way we have it for cost of components that help the group.
Right. We'll go on another mission soon, hopefully, to make it back.
I would hope so, but fortunately, if everything goes wrong, it's Mark's neck on the line with the loan.
Well, I would help him out with it if possible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, and I don't think I have any enemies, though.
You're too nice. All right. So yeah, that should be it. Is there anything else you need? Any other?
That's about it.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Now I just have to find where to buy a diamond.
Do you need some help with that, or you got it?
I got it. I'm very capable and responsible.
All right.
Can I find somewhere to buy a diamond, Adrian?
Just a second. Could you sign here, please?
What the
And
hell?
What's this?
it's a piece of paper just saying Kilgore 310 GP withdrawal from protectorate funds. Just I'm trying to keep a record of what goes in, what goes out.
Kilgore wouldn't know what fine print is. He signs it happily. There you go.
Okay. I mean, as this morning said, I'm the ledger of the protectorate, so yeah. All right.
To the store.
Hmm?
I should go look for that diamond now.
All right.
But
Enjoy. Good luck.
Can I find a diamond?
You could probably ask someone at the tavern where they might find one. You can probably there's some guilds out there that definitely have use of that, and I think Rel would be one. Now, unless they're just kind of selling their supply, their own supplier potentially could be. It's not Myrtle. Who's the guys?
Mortimer.
Thank you, Mortimer.
Let me open that spreadsheet.
In that case, I'm glad I'm not going with you.
What the heck?
So he said Mortimer and Raoul would be best bets.
Mm-hmm.
Write that down.
Are you still there? Alright, cool.
Yes.
Wait.
I'm just trying to see if. Okay, cool. I thought my stuff was messed up. All my links were broken. But no, I had to change some stuff on my stream. But okay. Did you want to go off to do that?
I can if it's available. I don't know how late it is.
It's kind of late. I'll say Mortimer's busy, and then everyone else is drinking. We can do it in the morning, and we'll just do the Kai Shaggy intrigue. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, bueno. Alrighty then. I don't know what's going on over there. I just know that y'all were hanging out, or y'all were around each other.
Yeah, I know Kai like went into the bookstore, and then probably not too long after that, Shaggy would have followed in after him, and not like hidden it. This would Kai, were you just kind of like once your guy dipped out, were you kind of browsing around, or were you heading out?
Kai was browsing around. They wanted to see who else might be coming in.
Perfect. So yeah, Shaggy wouldn't go straight to you, seeing you're like lingering, and it would do like the thing where he's like going through sections and eventually ends up by you with like some books. It's kind of like, what are you reading kind of a thing. But he's got like a bunch of like probably recipe books and such and other odds and ends. But like the one he's probably holding that prompts the question is like a book on like fox hunting and like that kind of gamey recipes.
How many have recipe books, eh, Shaggy?
Yeah, they tend to have some interesting stuff, found on the frontier in these flippy books.
Right.
You ever had fox?
I can't say I have, no. I've had rabbit a time or two, but never fox.
Crafty little critters.
Quite.
Sneaky.
Indeed.
Always hard to catch. I always kind of seem to know when you're sneaking up on them. Damnedest little things.
Certainly, they're like eels in that way.
Absolutely. You, though, what are you, I'm a little curious what you're reading. What you browsing over?
Oh, simply a fiction, I suppose. Nothing in particular. Just trying to find something interesting.
And you could probably, is the bookstore like crowded or or not, Adrian?
I'll say there's like 2 or 3 patrons. It's pretty late.
He leans in closer, so like it's not loud what he's saying. But in Thieves' Cant, he says to you, "Is it as interesting as the story y'all varmints are getting up to in that protectorate ring?"
Kai will reply in Thieves' Cant. Most likely not.
Now leans back and in common just goes, "Well, I'm not sure. I think it might be." Kind of waits to see if you got anything else to say, but he's probably about to head out.
Well then, suppose I'll take that into account.
You do. Here. Take a read through this. He hands you the fox hunting book. All right, flip through that one. Might
Thank you,
teach you.
Shaggy.
Might pick up a thing or two on losing a trail, something like that, and kind of turns to leave.
Yeah. Well then.
And then on his way out, though, sorry, I didn't want to say this. He does mutter to you in Thieves' Cant, apologies for interrupting your late night rendezvous.
They just nod. Didn't go very well anyway.
Shame. Maybe you'll have better luck next time.
That's
And
my
he kind
hope.
of tips his hat and heads out.
Great. Excuse me. How much for the book?
That's you, Dungeon Master.
Shops asleep. 5-finger discount. Go, go, go.
I want to fucking buy stuff from the damn... Dude, is this the cooking book?
It's a book on fox hunting. I
On
cannot speak this
phonics?
evening.
Gotcha.
Fox hunting.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I can't speak this evening, and I apologize.
3 silver. Wait, someone. I need like a sheet like in the corner of my screen where it's like 1 copper is equal to this many cents. So for things that I can actually like 1-to-1 this, but for things like diamonds, like I'm not in the diamond market. Dave would be better answering those at that. I don't know how long ago he's been buying diamonds.
You gotta pay attention to the cut, the clarity, the carat, and the color.
Ooh, those sounds.
The 4
A lot of,
C's.
yeah, a lot of very hard consonants there.
Well, yeah, because carat is K, right?
Yeah.
I think so. But it sounds better when
Yeah.
I say the 4 C's.
Yeah.
Because 1,000 is represented with a K. Carat. That's my conspiracy belief there.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
no.
just gonna
It is
say
a
3
C.
silver, dude.
All right.
Sure, I think isn't with diamonds it's like K-A-R-A. Sorry, this is
CARAT.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna move this to Discord. Sorry.
Every kiss begins with K, you guys.
Huh. Yeah. Valid argument.
Valid. All right. Yeah. Any other price thingies? Man, why did?
If it makes things easier, DM, after purchasing the book, I will head back to the Protectorate and back to the barracks.
I mean, no. I mean, we're still playing, so it doesn't matter what you do. I'm still gonna be here.
Fair enough.
If we're still playing, the thing's just still. I'm still here.
DM, I would like to know the exact price of 4 sparrows and a ton of bricks.
35 gold. Oh. I'm just throwing out numbers. Okay. Big brains. Big brains. Anything else?
Shaggy tries to steal the recipe books that he didn't give to Kai. Because I'm not going to make you do math. But I am going to try to steal them.
It doesn't matter. I'm doing math. This game has a lot of math in it.
D&D is all math.
No, I have a crusade against math in this game.
Well, I rolled a 7 and a 1. You get away with it.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna put like an enchantment tag where it's like, you know how they have those like they
I like security tags.
and they pop it off.
like-
This it's just like a disenchantment little wand.
I'm stealing that idea. Writing it down now.
I'll do it next time. Yeah, we've
Gotcha.
been having a lot of stealing recently because some DM doesn't want to do math. Right.
Thorn collapsed the entire world economy.
Okay. End of day. Anything else?
Oh, T.
Tea.
I think we're ready for the next day.
All right. Next day happens.
It does happen.
Welcome to the 6th day of Kythorn. Yeah, y'all meet at Rel or you meet at the Protectorate. Where y'all meeting up at?
Morning interns making a continental breakfast at the Protectorate.
What? Oh, you like? Is everything like sort of like any bread things that you want for this breakfast is from the next bakery next door?
It's a perfect relationship. We
guess
offer
I'm-
protection from thieves and stuff, you know, they offer days old bagels.
Oh god, are you guys the mafia? Did Shaggy join the mafia in North Ithaca? Is that what
I
is
mean,
that
we
what you
didn't
guys
intend to be, but I think we are.
It could go that direction now that you mention it.
It seems like
We're gonna
Look,
hope
all
for
I'm
now.
saying is that the neighborhood likes to have a good relationship with us. That's all I'm saying.
So we have to join another gang.
Why are you wearing a white overcoat over your shoulders? Talking
Forget
with
about it.
your...
Forget about it.
Why are you talking like this all of a sudden?
No. You can take my horse. Trust me. No
Hey,
one's gonna mess
goy.
with my. No one's gonna mess with my horse. They all know it's mine, and they all know that I'll burn the house down if they do.
I put down my
Thing I'm
thing.
curious about is, does Ismark know that the continental breakfast is going to be eaten, or are you just that boss that insists an entire full continental breakfast is there every morning?
It's just part of the opening procedures of the
You
protector.
guys, you guys are...
It's like 5:30 a.m. Morning. Intern
Poor guy
must go
gets out
get
of the...
coffee, get next door day old bagels, and just has a list of things to do.
Oh boy.
If you
would
can't
help
cook,
that guy.
that's fine. I like a
Agent
little
knows that guy.
diversity in my breakfast, Ismark. Did I get bit by a mosquito? Yes, you have a lovely breakfast. It literally to Bob, it does not matter, because usually Bob would just like toss them out to make new ones, but this is just, you know, even though it might be a little bit bad for business, there doesn't seem to be a slowing down of you going to Bob's Bakery to buy things. So
No, we're not. Well, one of us isn't.
yeah. Anything else, folks? This morning, a conversation to be had. What's the next step? Y'all previously mentioned what needs to be done this last night or before we started. So up to y'all.
Because Ismark is away for the moment. Ismark wants to ask around level 1 for families with younger children. Believing yesterday it was said that there weren't many on level 1, ideally tracking down the child who drew the picture.
Yeah, because that, and hopefully, if we can find them, then we can find out some information about possible deacon activity in the area. So, yeah, ask around about little kids in little kids in level 1, and preferably ones that, I don't know, maybe had family that was arrested by a deacon recently. I don't know, maybe.
But only stay around level 1.
Well, that's the thing. In order to put it in the protector's box, it has to be. Oh, they have to get to level 1. I don't have a level 0 branch.
I get. No, I don't get locate person. Yeah, I mean, how about that? With his work.
Kilgore,
Yes.
do you you said that you have the ability to find an object, correct?
Yes.
Locate an object?
I surely do that. I
All
do.
right.
Yes.
This will be stretching it a bit, but do you think you could locate, using the paper as or using the drawing as a focus, locate the pencil, or pen or whatever,
I think I would have to be familiar
Crayon.
with it.
sure, that, the crayon that,
Fantasy crayon.
that was used to draw this?
I would have had to have seen it before or be familiar with it, unfortunately. I mean, I could look for crayons in general, but not the specific one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the drawing. It was drawn by, like, the fantasy equivalent of crayon, right?
Yeah. Crayon's a brand, right? Or is
No,
Crayola the brand?
Crayola.
Crayola's the
Okay.
brand.
Crayons are just wax. I think they exist during this time.
Wax and pigment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
I mean, I could look in general for crayons if you would like.
I think that might be good.
I should have thought about using this for diamonds.
And like I said yesterday, that since we're on level 1, then we shouldn't have too much of an issue.
I will use locate object for crayons.
Mm-hmm.
Get to
I guess locate crayon.
within 1,000 feet of me.
Um. You know that there's some. You get 3 pings on level 1 in like 3 different houses, and then kind of near the area in level 0, you see that. Why can't I think?
Take your time.
Hurry up.
You find like
No, see, this is how we get a
25 little
Tarrasque.
pings. Yeah, you find 25 pings.
That's. I mean, is that around all over the place or in one box?
It's kind of like in one area. It's not. No. It's not like in one house. They're kind of spaced out.
Okay.
But yeah.
No.
The 25 was on level 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many on level 1?
Three.
Let's go knock on those doors.
Yes.
I feel that would be good.
And the picture, did it look like it was just children chained up, or did it look like a family chained up?
Let's see.
So
If
I'm gonna have it in my notes.
they kind of look a little bit bigger than the person that's at home. That's all you see.
Yeah, so I think it was a kid that saw their parents chained up. Or neighbor.
Okay.
I rolled for if kid knows aspect ratio.
Does kid know aspect ratio?
It's better. It's better than not.
Oh, by the way, just real quick before we forget, Kai, do you want to divvy up that treasure chest thing?
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
The treasure chest that we found, that
Oh,
Ember and you found at the bottom.
right.
Do we want to
yes.
divvy that up, or do we want to add that to the protector? I don't know what we want to do.
Well, it's got 2 blue gems, which I believe you said were sapphires. I can't remember.
Two sapphires for out of character. 2 sapphires for 60 gold
Okay.
each.
So, all right. So 2 sapphires, 13 platinum, 60 gold, and 20 silver. Honestly, I think we add that to the protectorate funds.
Anyone against that?
Nope.
Oh,
Jackie?
I missed it, but no,
Okay.
I'm on board. That's whatever this plan is.
Alrighty then. Well, in that case, we are about halfway to to recovering the funds that I gave Kilgore for the diamond.
Nice. Good scuba diving team.
Mission partially accomplished, guys.
Hey, okay, Shaggy, you found an urchin, by the way.
Oh, cool. I don't know exactly. We're looking for a family, I guess, right?
Or a recently broken up and kidnapped family.
Yep.
I guess like having like probably gone through the I don't know, whatever got us to the conversation. Eventually, he kind of starts picking the kid's brain about like if he's what he's noticed out of place, because like he figures that like street kids they know the rhythm of the city and would notice, you know, shady people or even people going missing. Like, oh, old man Johnson, who always goes get his, you know, newspaper at 10. He hasn't done that in 2 days. That's weird, yada, yada. That's what he's kind of picking this kid's brain about.
Hey, you'll never take me to level 0. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I want to know this. God dang it. You're like you're reading me into like a different accent.
Okay, Shaggy does that to me.
I'm struggling. So I want to be like, I want to know the skinny, see? But he says that in his southern drawl-esque version to keep things moving.
Hey, I don't see nothing here, okay? Listen. Okay. People get killed for less in Ithaca if you're not careful. You know, if you find it worth my while, and he kind of puts his his cap down a little, looks around.
And then I picture like Shaggy's like on him, and he goes like, does like the whole, oh, you busted my balls, and like in like the hand gestures, like he palms them and slips them like, I guess all I have is gold, so I guess he palms them a gold piece. But like he does it so he like feels it in his hand and then slips it back into his own. And when he does that real quick, because he hopes he's got the kid's attention, real quick he says, you know, I like the answers. You get 2, 3, or something like that.
Hey, listen. All right. Kind of looks around. Hush, hush. Leans in. I've seen the shades of Deacon. They've been a little bit more active than usual. You didn't hear from me, but though. They've been walking around a little bit more residential. Been knowing what to do, but you know, I also trying to stay away from other people too. Fortunately, that means I run into them sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't want to be stepping into pies I don't need to be stepping into. What residential areas should I avoid to make sure an upstanding citizen such as ourselves, like you and I, using us, you and I, yeah, and that's when he
You gets what I'm doing.
1 gold to him, and then he's like, yeah, the neighborhoods, yeah, what neighborhoods we avoiding?
Listen, I've been hearing a lot of sob stories from the Castillo household. Okay.
One more time.
The Castillo household.
Castillo.
Yeah, that's it. um, not too long ago. So I would avoid that in particular.
Shay looks up to whoever's with him and he goes, "You hear that? The Castillo household. We needs to make sure we amscrays away from that place and quick, like." And just like another series of hand gestures to the kid. Hey, you're a kid, you're a good kid, and another gold to the kid.
Oh, well, I appreciate you looking out for a bum like me, okay?
I don't see no bums around here. Only
Ah,
us guys. Hey, just dudes
winks
being
at
guys.
you. I was never here. I was never here. And walks away.
Turns around, all right, let's get out of here. It's exhausting.
Considering that was interesting to watch. Also, that was official protector of business. How much do we owe you from your briberies?
Hey, it's a non-current. That was exhausting.
It sounds it.
Let's see how the day all shakes out. Just tally it all end up at sundown. Makes it easy on me.
Alrighty then.
But what I did find out is that sounds like there's been some trouble in the Castillo household on whatever level the kid told us. Seemed to be implying that maybe either misfortune or maybe even people have gone missing from said household. Might be worth something to check into.
Alright, anybody know what that is?
Yep.
Are you ready?
You do.
Alright, lead the way.
It's right over in this direction.
You're
Is
pointing
he
back
going the
toward the
right way?
protectorate.
I feel like Shaggy knows which way it is.
Yeah, so with Kilgore's location, you have the general sense, but with the with the money that you spent, you know exactly which house. Y'all what's it called?
Need to go to.
Y'all yeah.
That's
That's
say
there
for
referring.
the gold I gave that kid, I better have like the passcode to like their whole like security system.
You did not ask for that. He did not give you that.
What kind of pet they have? Like, is it a dog that has a goodness and
No, they have a rhino.
They have a blobfish.
Hey, look, Steve the Second.
That's a dumb pet.
vicious one? Just to beware of Rock.
Rock makes a much better pet. Unless somebody with better sense has a better idea, Bismarck's about to knock on the door.
Oh, that seems like a good starting place.
Right.
All right.
Standing
Is
a
Mark's
few feet
knocking?
behind.
Bismarck's knocking.
I'm standing a few feet behind him.
You knock and the door kind of like slowly moves open as you see that the bracket that kind of holds it closed is just kind of broken.
Oh, so it's opening just from the force of the knock? Is that what you're
Mhm.
describing? Oh,
Indeed.
all right. Bismarck will continue push it open then. In that case. Hello. We're friends, just looking to help. Anybody in here? We got your picture. Right.
Sorry. You don't you hear, like as soon as you opened up the door. Actually, I want y'all to roll me perception checks. Somebody just needs to beat a 15.
Certainly.
Does a 24 do?
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Ah, damn it, Kilgore! You
Haha.
look bad.
No more intelligence checks for me.
Oh wait, do I get BB's guidance?
No.
Damn it! I want to
Only
beat
I
Kilgore.
The only I do. No, actually, you only have to get a 2. Wait, 2 to tie, right? It's a
Yeah.
50-50. Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Oh hell yeah. That's a 1.
Yes!
Okay. Um, y'all both hear, like, as soon as the door kind of creaked open, there was a sound of, like, small footsteps on the second story. That kind of stopped as soon as y'all kind of start talking.
Ismark's gonna pull out a piece of paper. Oh, actually, he's gonna pull out the piece of paper with the art on it, and he's gonna have conjure some winds to fold it into a little dog, and the little dog's gonna start kind of playfully jumping around and running around in the house.
Alright, yeah. Is it going towards the person, or is it just moving
No,
around?
it's just kind of yipping,
It's fate.
Gotcha.
just playful, you know,
Okay.
unthreatening.
And are
We
you
want to
sending
help
this?
you.
Are you sending this dog upstairs?
If nothing comes of anything from it, just being silly downstairs, and Ismark kind of encouraging.
Well, in the first story, you kind of see that as this dog kind of playfully kind of jumps around, it's juxtaposed by like broken furniture and glass, a bit of blood, dried, and kind of just scenes of a struggle for sure.
This kid's gonna be messed up. Wait, I can fold paper into a samurai. Yeah. If not getting any movement, Ismark will send the puppy upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And Ismark's gonna step inside.
Okay.
Maybe start cleaning it, picking up broken glass and that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And Ismark kind of like gestures like to whoever wants to follow in, like, come on in.
I'll follow.
Will too.
I will go in as well.
Does it sound like just one person upstairs?
From y'all's roll, yeah.
Alright, I'll start actually making my way toward the stairs. It's alright. I'm here to help.
No movement, no sound, nothing. On the second story, you see kind of like bedrooms and such.
Follow the dog upstairs. Dog leading the way.
Gotcha. Alright.
Kind of sending dogs into bedrooms and then kind of peering in after, looking for, feet behind the curtain, hump under the bed.
There's no hump under the sheets or anything. You see, like, there's from one of the rooms that seems like a smaller bed, the blanket's completely missing.
Or we'll start checking like closets and drawers, especially if they're big enough to have a little kid in them.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I was also just about to say Ismark's like singing some nursery rhyme, but it's definitely a Barovian nursery rhyme. And a horrible
And
La,
I'm
la,
you know, like
la.
as you start, Cadmus just places a hand on your shoulder. Maybe one from this realm.
that might not be best. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe one
Um,
without a noose.
you check
Exactly.
like a drawer, and you see like the corner of the blanket kind of like poking out, and you kind of check underneath the bed, and all you see is like a bundle, just kind of like no face, just bundled up blanket underneath this bed.
Hey, little one. We're
You
here to
see it
help.
like tense up,
1 second.
and a
I brought a
small bit
friend
of
with me. I'm gonna send the
murmuring.
dog. I'm gonna send the dog down under the bed. And
Gotcha.
it's made of paper, but it's like gonna pretend to let people
Right.
come.
Um,
You're safe, right, with us.
you start to hear like a muttering, like, "It's not there. It's not there. If I don't see it, they can't see me." Kind of like ideology of just like staring at the wall, and not moving, which is doing this kid's doing a horrible job. Is just kind of just staring at the wall, just kind of like, or like closing their eyes, kind of scrunched up. But yeah,
Just more of the same, trying to coax the kid and reassure the kid that they're safe and we're here to help.
It's alright, bud. You can come out if you want. It won't hurt you.
I'm
I
safe
can
here.
promise you.
I'm safe here. No, I'm safe here.
Little one, you're safe under there, but if you wish to talk, that's all right as well.
Just here to talk.
We want to help your family.
Were you the one that...
You see the eyes open a little bit. You see that the kid kind of notices the drawing.
Were you the one that put that in the box?
No, where'd you find this? What box?
Box in front of the door with the lightning bolts.
I don't know what that is.
Do you have a friends that likes to draw? Maybe a neighbor?
No, this is mine.
Oh, okay, I thought you just said it wasn't yours.
No, I didn't know where you found this.
Where did you think it was?
Well, it kind of flew out of my hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking around because I want to make sure that someone didn't bait us here to lure us into a trap.
Shaggy's
That's
gonna
that's
join
immediately where my
Cadmus.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is immediately where my head is going.
Yeah,
Shaggy
y'all two
also
roll
wants to-
investigation checks. One of y'all do the top floor, and one of y'all do the bottom.
Shaggy, which one you want? Top or bottom?
What floor are we on currently? The
Second floor,
the
yeah.
top floor.
Yeah.
I'll do the bottom floor. DM, could I what's the word? Argue survival? Could I check for like footprints and such?
Yes, yeah.
Or
I like that.
And do we get BB's guidance?
Yes.
Wah wah wah. All right.
Well, I did great.
Is that a 1?
That is.
Huh.
Oops. That's a 10.
Coast is clear.
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
I mean, to be fair, with the additions, it's a 9 total, but it's a 1.
Yeah.
What?
So I probably break something. Oh, please tell me I fireball the bed.
Let's see. I'll
What's your
describe what
name?
you'll see in a second. Let me finish the kid stuff for a bit. What were you saying, Dave?
Your name. What's your name? My name's Ismark.
Max.
Hi, Max. It's nice to meet you. Where is everybody?
They took him.
Can you describe who took them?
Hold up. Sorry, one of my dogs is barking. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, they have
Do you
hoods
want
on.
some beef jerky? I kept it close to my pet rock.
Don't bring up Steve.
All right. So while the DM is away, who thinks this is the trap?
Oh,
That's
totally.
immediately what my thought, that's immediately my first thought. But then when he said the picture blew out of his hands, though, that's kind of got me stumped a little bit more.
Uh huh.
She
but I'm
immediately
thinking-
dove underneath the bed when I walked in.
I'm thinking wind magic.
Of course.
It's the air that drug the bodies into the building.
Oh God.
He doesn't. He's like, I don't know. All I just saw was just black robes and chains and my parents and you start to see that this kid's starting to get a little bit flustered as he starts kind of like remembering what happened.
There. Take your time.
Okay.
Have some water. Do you want to? Well, do whatever you do. But Ismark offers his water skin. As far as Ismark's picturing, this kid's still underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Ismark's gonna just slide the water skin underneath.
You see the kid kind of like tries to drink it and just kind of spills and just kind of like crawls out of the bed underneath and kind of sits up all wrapped up in his blanket. He's just kind of like and just kind of regulates the starts to regulate the breathing.
Do you have any brothers? Any sisters?
Mm-mm.
Just you and your parents?
Yep.
Do you happen to know what your parents did for work?
He goes like, Dad didn't do much. He stayed home. His brother was my uncle. Kind of works up top, but that's all I know. My mom did other work as well. He's just like trying to remember.
What kind of work or any hobbies?
She talked to a lot of people. She was always smelling of like kitchen and beer.
Okay.
What were your parents' names?
I'm trying
There's
not
a
to
point.
say names that I've like recently seen in media.
I'm using points. I'm using points.
I'll use
Luke
points.
Skywalker.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
Paige,
the last name has to be Castillo.
Dad or mom?
I'll do mom if that's okay.
All right. Dad is.
Like from mom, I was like, oh, Sentra. I'm like, that's from The Witcher. I'm like, I know you'll copy, but let's get some actual names before I start just jumping into it. Alright, Diego Castillo and Amelia Castillo. Alright, sounds good. We got names. Alright. Names Amelia. Diego and Amelia.
Do you happen to know where they were taken? What direction they went? Anything?
No.
Ismark kind of turns to Kai with a look of like, you're better at this kind of stuff than me. Any ideas?
Right. Young one. Young one, did Mom or Dad ever take you where they worked? Well, Mom, did she ever take you where she worked?
No.
No. Or did she ever bring anything home for you?
Food.
Food? What kind of food?
Sometimes there was this sweet one with it had this white like sugary stuff on top. And then other times it was like a hunk of meat and like a thing of bread, and they poured like a soup in it. That was crazy.
That's the signature dish of that one establishment.
Bob's Bakery.
No, that other one. You know, when I went on the food crawl.
I'm confused.
Same.
I was just like,
I recognize the dish they're describing.
yes.
Well, on Houses of Ithaca, I did not write down famous for bread ball.
No.
It was that one eatery, you know?
No, we don't know. That's the
I
point.
forgot. I forgot.
At level 0, are you talking about?
Full disclosure, just making stuff up.
Okay. I'm like, shit. Listen, my brain's not up to date. You know, the patch didn't go through. I was just like,
The patch was rejected.
fuck. I mean, it's par for the
made the
course.
mistake of listening to a podcast that's not D&D. They're just storytelling, and they just try to like box people in corners and make them.
Oh, you wanted me to yes? Oh, I
That
could have
is
yes
that.
and. I just thought I made something up, and I'm like, oh fuck me, I don't know what I must have said this before.
No,
I was trying to remember.
It's definitely influencing my Dungeons and Dragons play.
No worries.
I'll just start saying stuff as if it's true now.
Little one, do you remember if your mom or dad ever wear any specific colors?
Dad?
Mom or dad, either.
Mom? Oh, like a green purple.
Green, purple?
Yeah, she wore like a patch.
Yes. And those little patches.
Yeah, what did it look like?
It looked like a lady.
Oh, Galandus. All right. Did Dad ever wear any sort of patch like that or anything?
No.
All right.
We think that was Galandus. Galandus has green and red.
Oh, is it green and red? Well, it was green and red.
Well,
The lady made it obvious.
Yeah. Emilia Galandus. Okay, do you, it sounds like Uncle doesn't live around here? Right, Uncle? Uncle's not around?
No, he's not on this level. No.
Have you ever stayed with your uncle before?
He sometimes oh my gosh, this dog. I will end this dog's life.
No. That's against Switch TOS.
This is against TOS.
for Twitch TOS purposes, that was a joke. That was not intention.
No.
There's only me here. You gotta talk to me. Come on. I already took you outside, so I'm not taking you out again. That's all I gotta tell you. Alright, what was the question? Sorry.
What was the question?
Did Uncle ever take you up with him?
No.
Ever take you home?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Do we give this kid to the intern?
Honestly, kind of considering it.
I think it bears minimum. We get him out of this house. He
Cadmus,
doesn't need
you
to be
break.
in a
I want you
literal
actually. I was
prison
gonna say you break something. I want you to roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
We don't want little Max here to be in what's literally a broken home.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
Or what about the gals at the tailor
Oh
shop?
my god.
Oh no. It's time to
DM.
change your die, Joseph.
Is that another one?
No, I refused to change my die, and yes, that is another one. There is no such thing as bad juju when it comes to dice. The die is simply random. That is all.
Y'all hear kind of a breaking in the room next to y'all.
Guys, I think I found something.
Crash.
Ah! I take it back.
Max, we'd like to take you somewhere safe.
Oh, okay.
Just until we can find your mom and dad, okay?
Sure. Where are we going?
To our headquarters.
Like a secret base?
Yes.
Exactly.
You game?
What does that mean?
Means are you wanting to become an official member of the Protectorate? Look, we have badges.
You see, like, it's like, like how they give those plastic sheriff badges out to kids. It's like that. kind of
Yes.
thing. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So. Are you taking this kid downstairs?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. As y'all come
Okay,
downstairs. What?
Max, do you want a hand to hold on to as you go down?
Sure.
All right, you can hold mine.
It's wet.
I'm sorry about that. Do you want me to dry it off?
No, it feels funny and just kind of like squeezes your hand a bunch so you like see what's
alright.
going on. And y'all you'll
Walk
notice
to the Protectorate.
y'all don't.
Unscathed.
Y'all see that the gospel's on the floor. And yeah.
Like
JJ's gone.
Like a holy book. Oh.
It's like an old school like 1851 Colt revolver with giant runes scratched in, like fancy magic looking shit.
Cadmus is just getting up. All right, that was unexpected.
Are you okay?
Sure, I just fell through the floor, but that's fine. Where?
Did you
Where's
see
Shaggy?
Shaggy?
I thought he was Shaggy, you were supposed to be scouting the downstairs. Man,
You hear nothing.
You, you know, it's so hard to find good help these days. I walk out front. Shaggy, what?
As you head towards the door
Pick
and
up
try
his
to
gun.
you pick up his gun. I need a dex save from Cadmus.
All right, third time's the charm. Using the same die.
Come on, Cadmus, you got this.
Okay, that is actually angled.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah, no, I see, I see it. I remember
Okay.
the weird fish lens thingy.
And that's a 4
+1.
total.
I'm going to say that you just hear a click, and then shrapnel explodes from the front door.
I'm gonna try to body block this kid.
All right.
Yeah.
Both y'all jump, kind of body blocking the chin.
As I walk toward the door, I'm just like, my God, when I find him, I'm gonna.
Where are my d6s?
The fuck is going on?
Yeah, no ideas, go.
Yeah, be quiet.
You're dead, and we're about to be.
Don't say
Sounds like
anything
it.
like that in front of the little one.
10 points of damage.
Gotta find out something.
Actually, and then Kilgore, you roll a dexterity save. The other two take the brunt of it to protect the kid.
Okay, so that's 10 for me.
10 for everyone, and then you need a roll from Kilgore.
Ouch.
Okay.
10 for everyone. Is that what I just heard?
Yes, 10 for everyone, including Kilgore now.
No save necessary.
No save because you're protecting the kid.
Okay.
So you're purposely kind of like putting your back to the.
Yeah.
You're purposely failing in order to protect another.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ouch.
What was that?
DM.
Jiggy.
What was it?
Yes, Shaggy.
Oh, cool. I guess I just sorry, but I just was kind of curious. Am I just on the sidelines right now, or am I?
You're gonna be you're gonna be shown in a second.
Okay, cool.
But you're
No, I was
unconscious
just
right
curious.
now.
Works for me.
But go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna clear this track real quick.
Everybody,
Shit.
Yeah.
select your tokens.
Okay, now I get a good roll. 16. Alright, this is just to get on the tracker. Alright.
Ew.
Spicy.
HP.
You know, I know we had that dust up, but I didn't really have it in my mind that we were like on Deacon's radar.
Oh, quite.
I'm not sure that we might have been. But it's kind of, we might have been like a minor nuisance before, but now that we're pulling threads that they might not want, now we're an issue.
What threads are we pulling?
This one.
Oh.
With the kid.
Well, no, if they place the art in our box.
Yeah, it like you said, I'm still kind of
Piecing.
kind of 50-50 on whether they did or whether that kid has like sorceress talents.
Oh, no, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and he just didn't know that he made whatever happen. But see, Paige, there's no such thing as bad luck as a bad die, because this one it might have rolled a 1, a 1, and a 4, but then it rolled a 15. I refuse
There
to
is
believe
such
in
thing
bad
as
dice.
association.
All right. Okay. You see Kai. You see like 4 figures jump into the house with y'all,
Oh dear.
and they have black cloaks and what's that swivel dagger, Chris?
The one with like that's got like the ripple sort of thing on it.
Yeah, it kind of.
Yeah, that's a Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Holding Chris's. Yeah, your turn. You're up.
All right. Kai will stand up, stand in front of the little one, and just say in the sternest voice they can muster, "Stay away from him." They will pull out their rapier, and you know what? I think I'm gonna hold my action until one of them gets within range.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold an attack action.
Cadmus. Joseph. Did Joseph walk away?
Yosef.
One sec.
One sec. Understand.
Mikishu.
The Mikishu, my favorite thing at Ithaca's.
Shut up.
Never.
There we go.
Lovely.
Sorry about that. I had to unplug and replug in the receiver.
No worries.
And did it? No. Okay. There we go. Okay. Are these people taking a hostile stance?
Yeah, definitely. They say
Okay.
this.
All right. Then in that case, let's see.
He just went really quiet. Is he having mic issues again?
He might be. It's unfortunate.
This is my confession.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay. How close is the nearest one?
Like 5 feet away.
They're in our business.
Yeah.
Where's Shaggy?
They're not gonna talk. They look like they have the upper hand.
Well, that's cute. Would it be possible to get two or more of them in a 15-foot cone?
Yes.
Then in that case, gonna go tried and true. For my act, so I'm gonna position myself so that I can get two of them in a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
And for my action, going to cast Mind Sliver on one of those two. So that's a intelligence save.
Uh, 17.
Damn it. Alright, well, that doesn't do anything. And then for my bonus action. God damn it.
Oh.
Yeah. Then for my bonus action, I cast Dragon's Breath on my crab.
Gotcha.
And
that's
she is-
because it's your ability, right? Your
Well, no, it's a cantrip and a leveled spell.
Gotcha.
And
Oh,
then,
Mind Sliver, right? Is
yeah,
it cantrip?
Mind Sliver is a cantrip.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, Ember is going to, well, she's going to channel her inner ocean spirit, and, in Crab, she says, freeze, as she emits a 15-foot cone of ice.
Okay.
And so that's a dex save.
That is an 11, and that is a 20, not nat.
Okay.
Chill
So the
out.
11 takes 8 points of cold damage, and the other one takes 4.
Okay.
And yeah, just kind of keeping myself between them and the kid.
All right, Kilgore.
I don't see Shaggy anywhere.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Is that an action?
No.
Shoot.
You don't see Shaggy, but you see that there's a couple more outside.
More guys?
Mm-hmm.
More than the 4 that already walked in?
That's correct.
Jesus. I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
Um, hmm. Who to use it on? Everybody got hit by the blast, right?
Yes, everyone. Yes.
I'm gonna use it. First time I'll use it on Cadmus. So Cadmus roll a 2d6.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah. I'll let everyone else govern their own
Uh,
HP.
7.
Nice.
So I am now just down 3.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Just I think that's all my movement. I'm gonna move back towards Kai and kind of get in the way a little bit.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Shaggy. Oh, nothing. Bella. Crossbow hits. Takes out one of the damaged guys.
Nice.
Oh, these are the kind of dudes that Kai double killed, maybe.
Potentially, yeah.
Ooh.
Remember, Deacon has like 2 grades of people. They have uber fucking powerful and cannon fodder.
Right.
Yeah, I'll let you think that.
And then Tyler.
Oh, I know I'm wrong.
And
I
Tyler.
Tyler. I have to meet him in 5 days. 4 days? I have to meet him soon.
Wait, did I just say his name correctly? That was an accident.
I'll be correcting you every time.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Aw.
Kayla?
Makes me miss Skylar.
Same.
All right. It's Mark.
No, it's me already. I keep being indecisive what I'm gonna do.
You're good.
You got one guy that's damaged, and
So-
two others that are perfectly fine in this house.
So there's 3 now.
There's 3 in this house. Yes.
All right. Can I see a 4th outside?
You can see right now a 4th and a 5th, or not
Okay.
a 4th and 5th. Well, a 5th and a 6th. One's dead. So.
All within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. First, Ismark is gonna say, "Max, go to your room." And then Ismark's going to extend a hand, and like black wind is gonna kind of erupt from him. And I'm gonna try to get 4 by upcasting with Bane.
Nice.
Very
Gotcha.
nice.
But it's just a measly DC of 12 on charisma saves.
Charisma. Okay.
Charisma's not usually high for people. So.
That's a fail. That's a fail.
Nice.
That's a fail.
Nice.
That's a fail.
Nice.
All 4, hell yeah.
I rolled a 6, 6, a 10, and a 3.
Cleric life. There we go. Alright, now I need to remember that these fools are baned. Oh, I wanted to show it. Well, I'll have it up. Oh, there we go.
There we are.
Saving throws and attack rolls.
Heard. Okay, cool.
Minus a d4.
Do you want me to roll that with my what's it called when I roll, so you don't have to roll it for every single time because they're about to go right now.
Whatever you think is faster. I'm happy
Okay.
to do it if it'll speed it up. If you
Nah,
think
I
you
got it in my hand. I'm good. We're good, Lynn. All right. These three guys, they're gonna go after. Let's see. One's gonna approach Ismark, but that activates Kai's attack. So,
Boop. 26 to hit.
dear lord, go ahead and roll damage.
That's 18.
Jeez.
What?
He's like, I'm gonna kill this.
Since there's no other ones near enough to double kill or to move to cleave, that one just dies.
Fair enough.
The next guy is gonna go after. One's gonna go after Kilgore. The other one's going after Ismark. Oh! How you gonna do that? Do me dirty like that? Wow, that's a 4 on the die. That's a 12 then.
I think you just fucking got it. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Damn it. My spell.
Oh, you're the one that you.
I'm concentrating.
Oh gosh. What is this? Okay, yeah, I'll just do a d6. That's gonna be 7 damage,
7.
and then this is for Ismark. That's gonna be a. That's gonna be an 18, and then minus
that
1 to a
hits.
17.
Hits.
Hits. Okay. You take.
Oh, I think I still have a BB bonus in my armor class right now.
You take
Oh,
3
yeah.
damage. I rolled a 1.
You said 3?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then these are con saves for concentration, right?
Right.
Yeah, you have to beat a 10.
You lost your aura.
You can if you spend 1 point of inspiration, you'll keep it. 'Cause you just need a 1.
I don't have any.
I don't either.
Oh wait, I have my
Wait,
birthday.
have you all checked your what's it called?
I have birthday.
Did I put out a
You didn't do one for last session, no.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and I don't know if we awarded the ones for.
Yeah.
I didn't award them. Yeah, no, sorry. I think I should just make a whole chat for that.
Probably.
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Apologies, viewers at home.
Oh, apologies. I want my damn spell.
What is it? Slash.
I'm
What's it
looking
called?
for the last. Oh, wait, when was our last game?
I think it was in Infantry.
It looks like
It was in general.
an even tie.
Oh, an even.
Oh, I think anybody that gets a vote gets a point, I think.
Yeah. And if you get multiple points, you get multiple points.
What are they? Are you looking at it right now, Kogor?
Yeah.
You got
It's
anything for Daddy Dave?
fuck. Where'd it go? Yes. For one for Ismark, one for Kai, one for Cadmus, and one for Kilgore.
Thank you.
Alright. Here, I'll put a thing in the channel too. Just copy and paste each week if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, like kind of a template.
Kilgore, and then Bella Kilgore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm missing Kai. There we go. Did I do that right? Yes, I did that right.
This is
Ooh.
last
This is
week.
what you want for last week?
Yeah, that's for last week.
Remembering what happened last week.
Is there a section to vote for Kai's mom?
Last week.
Now there is.
Wait, was it last week that Kilgore stole the plant? No, that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago, yeah. I think last week we had the whole conversation, though.
Was last week that was all
That
Steve.
was Steve. Yeah, it was Steve.
Well, that was
trying
the
Go ahead.
beach episode. right?
Yes, it was the beach episode
Last
where we
week.
went fishing.
I think
That's where they got some cool stuff too, or monies.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
that's
Money.
the plant stuff then.
And then, did we award the one from 923 that we put in the Strahd Sanctum General?
Oh no, I didn't. I haven't said who got what. I just kind of left it there.
That one was BB1 Kai 2,
Goodness.
and none of y'all other people voted.
Ooh, yeah. I don't even know which one you're talking about.
I think that's because that was the first one
Yes,
posted.
I did vote in that one. I was good that week.
And then Adrian posted it again in a different room. That's the one we
I
voted
might
on.
have done that. Yeah, that sounds like an Adrian thing.
So the
No, he
4 I listed off earlier were those.
There,
Well,
and
no,
I put one up for this week too, just to have it there.
Oh, that's what I just did.
Oh, for this week.
Oh, you mean tonight's session?
Yeah,
Gotcha,
tonight's
gotcha.
session. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so the one that I said so many people didn't vote on was 923. The one for 2 weeks ago was 930. I know it's confusing, but we'll get a handle on this eventually.
Oh, it's a
I
Yeah.
just gave myself 2 points of inspiration.
How many do I have?
You just need one.
Okay. Well, I spent it, and I keep my spell.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Lovely.
Woo!
Whew.
Let's see. Blah blah blah. All right, so everyone made their saves for that. What's it called? You see that there is one of them that has Bane. That's outside. He kind of peeks in and tries to shoot a firebolt. That's a miss. It's an 8 minus 1, so even with a BAB and whatever modifier it doesn't hit. And you see that there's 2 people kind of carrying a body as they kind of come into view, moving around the corner. And one more attack. From a... What's that spell called for the warlocks? Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
A healing word.
My gosh. That's going to be a 15 for... And it's a 15 plus 4, but minus 4. So it just...
We don't know who you're attacking.
Yes, sorry. Cadmus.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, okay. It's a 15 to hit. That does hit.
You take 10 damage. And top of the round.
Did Max have an opportunity to run into his room?
Yes. Yes. I just counted that as it just went off when you said it.
Okay.
Little ones upstairs. Let's get started, shall we?
Just found my inspiration for the day.
And Pi will brandish their rapier and slash at the nearest.
Gotcha.
Again.
All right. Go for it.
11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Yeah, that's my turn.
That was so cool. It's time to get serious. Miss.
Don't worry, I'd already voted for you before you.
Cadmus.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Since we're theater of the mind in this, I'm trying to keep track of everything.
You can ask me. There's 2 people inside. There's 2 people walking away with the body, and 2 people kind of like shooting spells inside.
Okay, so a total of 6.
6 left.
And the two outside, that are carrying the body, are they like actively moving away?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And how far away are they?
As of right now, they're about to like turn a corner from a building, so I'll say like 30 to 40 feet.
Cool. Am I in melee with anyone? To where someone will get an attack of opportunity?
I think the people that were in melee, or let's see, who got
I think one
I
got a
think
crossbow bolt
Kilgore
and one
and
got a
Ismark.
rapier.
Well, no,
Oh.
the crossbow was from Bella. Everyone else has Chris. Chris's? I don't know.
Oh no, I was saying like they died to those.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so no one's within melee of me?
They're engaged with other people, so I won't
Cool.
count it
I
for
run-
theater of the mind purposes.
I run after the people pulling Jackie away.
You're gonna have to go because there's people outside shooting through like the door. You're gonna have to like jump through a window to not take any attacks of opportunity from the spellcasters because they still have like melee weapons as well.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking funny.
I
Yeah,
do-
Mr. Non-Athletic is gonna dive through a window.
All right, just clear a 10.
on what? Acrobatics?
Athletics, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I got a +1, so almost 50-50. Hey, 12.
Nice, good enough. What do you do to the guys that are?
It looks like it's gonna be graceful, and then I just like faceplant, but managed to roll.
Yeah. You just use the
Alright.
tip of your nose to roll into it, a little bruised, but you're still good.
Gonna feel that in the morning. All right. And yeah, go after them. And yeah, get once I'm within 15 feet of them. Ember is going to do her thing.
All right.
Does Shaggy look like he was knocked out like with poison or something, or is he like covered in injuries that they just burst on him real quick and knocked him unconscious? Am I able to determine?
Say that one more time.
Am I able to determine if Shaggy was knocked unconscious by out of character, like by damage or by damage or by
you
something
cannot
like poison or something?
tell unless you want to roll a perception check. It's not gonna count against you. I just, you see a lump of a body being, if I'll tell you with your perception check what you got for like what'd you say?
17.
Yeah, there's no wounds. You see that there's like a cloth, like a white cloth, kind of hanging out of one of the guy's pockets. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, we did get chloroformed, exactly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that this is something light and that damage might bring you back. So, Shaggy, you're gonna thank me for this later. I'm not gonna exclude him from the spell.
Go ahead.
So, all three of them need to make dex saves, and Shaggy auto fails.
All right, roll damage.
Shaggy, you're gonna thank me for this. Oh, fortunately, it's not.
That's a 3, and that's a 12.
Okay, they both fail. It's 6 points of damage to each of them.
How many damage? How much damage?
Six.
6 hurt. Okay.
I rolled a 4, a 1, and a 1.
How many death saves does that take up, Adrian?
No, you wake up. What was this? The ice?
Yeah, it.
That burning chill you get when you hold on to ice too long, it kind of zaps you awake. and you just feel yourself kind of like being held by these two guys. Who then like you feel the chill, and then all of a sudden you feel like a thud on your back. You take 1 bludgeoning damage for being dropped.
So I'm not like grappled. My hands are free.
Yes, your hands are free. I should have.
Okay, no, that's cool.
I should have like
as
actually.
I wake up.
They just like grabbed your body. That's it. Adrian will remember
okay.
for next time.
No, because I mean, hey, I've been in suspense. Okay. As like, oops, why is that still private? Boom. As the cold water comes over my head and wake up, just like as instinct, you see him kind of like take, I guess, and maybe like, I guess maybe grab some of the ice and like kind of sweep it into his hand, and I'm gonna use absorb elements.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So what is that, ice?
Yeah,
then-
cold damage.
So it was 6 originally, right? So I only
Yeah,
take
so
3.
you take 3.
And then DM, was I at full health or
Yeah.
did I take damage? Okay. So boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Bada bang, bada boom.
I'm awake now.
And then with my action, I'll go ahead and do Mind Sliver. Let's do it at
They both took the same amount of
Yeah.
damage.
I'll do it at one of the spellcasters by the door. So like
Okay.
I kind of look behind me and fling almost a psychic knife at one of them. So intelligence save.
Roll me a 1 or a 2. Just tell me what you roll on a d4.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay. Oh shit! You rolled a nat 1 and then -3. Okay.
All right. Oh wow. He takes 11 points of psychic damage
What
and
the fuck?
Wow.
5th level 2d6, and I rolled a 6 and a 5.
5th level. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you meant. You mean when you're level
yeah.
5, you get 2 instead of just 1. Okay, cool.
And that specific one, to add on to the Bane, has another d4 from his next saving throw.
Nice.
Oops. That was not meant to be 2GM. There we go. Yeah, so the next saving throw he makes before the end of my next turn is another d4 taken away in addition to Bane.
Gotcha. This guy. I hope this guy dies so I don't have to remember that. Okay. Anything else, Cadmus?
That is all. I shall use my bonus action to wag my finger at them and say, no, you should not have done that.
All right, Kilgore.
I'm gonna heal myself.
All right.
2d6, right? Yeah. Remember my own spells. Hee hee. 5. As an action, I'm gonna cast Long Strider on Kai.
Oh dear.
Apparently, it's not concentration.
It's not.
No, it just lasts an hour. It's great. I love the spell.
I'm just gonna say, go get them.
All right.
And that is, I'm gonna walk a bit closer towards the exit. Try to get more people in sight within 30 foot, without taking reaction attacks.
All right.
And then that's my turn.
Now, if you want them to get disadvantage, here's what would happen. Like, you would take 1 attack of opportunity, but if you move another 5 feet, you would give the other 2 disadvantage, and you would have an opportunity to attack them. Just a heads up. This is for the enemies.
Oh.
They would have to not use. They would have to use their weaker thing, which is the Chris, instead of their spells.
Well,
That's up to you.
actually, I think. God, I took so much damage last year.
Yeah.
I think I'll let them attack me. That way, Kai can get through freely.
All right, sounds good. After that was it. Just the healing, the movement. Anything else?
I cast Longstrider, which is an action.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, Shaggy.
Where is my gun?
It's sarcastic.
There's Mark's got it.
Where is it in relations to me?
Inside the
Far as 30
house.
feet.
That way.
Yeah, 30 feet that way.
All right.
You got a knife, don't you?
Well, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out is if he sees the gun, he's gonna go for the gun. But Adrian, am I hearing he does see it or does not?
No, you just hear Cadmus kind of like Ismark has it some points inside as they're kind of fighting off some people.
And there's
I don't know if
people
like
by me.
intimidatingly Ismark's like pointing the gun at people and just casting spells.
If somebody wants to draw that.
Unless
The mental image we all have now, yeah.
artists.
All right. Well, then, since I don't have my gun, and sounds like there are people by me who made a mistake of doing
two
what
of
they
them.
did. Shaggy's gonna pull. He's got like a Bowie knife or something, probably. Just pulls it and kind of does like one of them, like tosses it back and forth between the hands, like about to get in a knife fight, and like, sucker, you made a mistake, and I'm gonna stab him. Whichever one looks hurt. If
Both of them look the
so.
same amount of hurt.
And whoever's in closer stabbing range.
They were both holding. Like, just say you. I stab one. Okay, you stab one. Just tell me. I don't. I can't tell you. They were both holding you at the same distance. Like, and you fell. Oh, that doesn't hit.
See, it's because you jinxed me.
Jinxed
me.
I'm sorry.
You made the destiny
I'm
indecisive.
sorry.
I was just waiting for one to look at me funny.
Hey, hey Shaggy. Hey Shaggy.
Yeah.
I got 3 points of inspiration. Spend it. D8. Bonus
Are we allowed
to you.
to do that for attack rolls? All right.
Yeah.
That's
Because inspiration is meant to be spent.
I love it. It was a 12 hit.
Yes.
Nice.
12 hits.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's getting a lot of stuff because he took my gun, so I'm making him a favored foe. So I do extra damage, and if he's hurt, do extra damage, and he's getting extra damage.
Yeah, that absorb elements.
Dagger. Wait, I forgot to do roll 20. So 4 piercing for that, and then 9. Yeah, 9 total for Colossus and favorite foe, and then an extra is a D6 for absorb elements, I think.
Yes.
Thank you. So 19 total.
All right. You.
Just embell the man.
Well, because you're so close to either one of them, I'll say like the absorb elements kind of arcs into the next guy, and they both die. I want you to describe how it goes down.
Hell yes.
Tell
us about your Bowie knife.
Like, yeah, I picture it's like exactly like it's like turned into like a 2-on-1 knife fight, and like it goes like hand, and then one of them makes a move. He was just waiting for either one of them, and then he just like kind of lets him go in off balance and kind of comes up under the arm, catches him, and like kind of acts like he's caught the knife. So he makes the other guy think that he's got a drop on Shaggy, and then he just whips around and right through the throat, and then who's next? Where's my gun? And it's like drop.
Can I vote twice?
No. All
and
right.
then I guess I'm gonna move 30 feet in a general towards my gun direction. He just knows.
All right. Yeah. Your movement can take you to the 2 guys that are at the doorway. And like through the doorway, you see a hilt kind of popping out of Ismark's pantaloons. I don't know.
They does it look like they see me approach or?
Yeah, well, they heard the breaking of a
I gotcha.
window, the casting of like icicles, and then just this guy just slayed 2 of them for finishing them off. So they know that something's going down.
All right, then no point turning invisible. I'm just gonna like post up right outside the doorway, ready with my Bowie knife. That'll be my turn.
All right. Another Bella attack. Bella misses. Ismark.
Ismark's gonna go up and punch somebody in the face.
All right.
Where is it? 16 to hit.
Hits.
That's
Oh,
14
dear
lightning
fucking
damage.
Lord, you kill somebody. How does it go down?
Just
how-
lightning begins to crackle in his fist as he decks somebody in the face, and takes care of itself from there. And then can Ismark get a line of sight to Cadmus?
Uh,
I'll move. I'll move if
you'd have to move back
kinda
from the
towards
guy
the
you
door
just
or
killed
something.
to see through the broken window.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll do that.
yeah, you'd have to move through the doorway to get to see Cadmus. Otherwise,
Okay, so I'll step back to look out that window, and eventually I'm gonna find this spell, and I'm gonna hit Cadmus with a 2nd level healing word
Nice.
for a big whopping 5 points of
5
healing.
is better than 0.
Much appreciated.
That's my turn.
all right. It is now their turn. There's all 3 of them left. 2 of them still have Bane. The guy with the firebolt is trying to. Well, that. Yeah, that doesn't hit because that one has double. Why didn't you kill that one? I don't know why. Anyways, why did you jump all the way up there?
Ooh,
Sorry, give me a second. I'm going back to Kai.
Take your time.
Bat. Okay. And then for the Eldritch Blast. Misses, dear lord. Guy with Chris is gonna stab Kilgore. Misses. That's rolled a 6 on the die and then a -4 from Bane. Killing me. I'm already not doing good. All right, and they're losing hope here. They thought they could just outman y'all, take one out, run away.
Fools.
It is now Kai's turn.
Right, pardon me. I was typing when I was told to get them. Who am I supposed to get?
Whoever
Just them.
them,
Them. All
and
right.
you're 10 feet better at it.
Perfect.
He, she, Wumbo.
So, is there... Well, actually, as long as I don't have disadvantage and I'm not being absolutely ganged up on, it's very difficult for me to not have sneak attack. So, I'm going to put it in chat. Are there any in the room where I can apply sneak attack? You're good. Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're staying hydrated.
Yeah. You have sneak attack on the last guy in the room.
Lovely. I believe I told you this ends here and now. 12.
That hits.
Hey! 17 points of damage.
That's a dead boy.
I
You know,
will-
if it doesn't matter, as long
Yeah.
as they don't survive to say that you missed the first time, right?
Exactly. I will take advantage of my extra 10 feet of movement. You know what? I'll even take the dash action, run outside to the other two, give them both a look that clearly states which one of you's next.
There's one that's like bleeding out. Please kill me. I don't want to remember that this guy has double bane. Okay. It is now Canvas's turn.
How far away are the spellcasters?
If you move 10, you can get them both in your spell.
Okay. Cool. Well, the one that doesn't have double bane, I'm gonna mind sliver him real quick,
Key.
or them. Intelligence save, please.
That's a 14 after a modifier.
Fails.
Damn it.
One short.
Actually, it's a 16 with a new modifier. No, yeah. Alright, 14 misses. So he gets
all
mind
right.
slivered.
They take 10 points of damage because I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Damn. Go ahead and roll your other thing.
Yeah, they take 10 points of damage, and then they each make a dex save, and they each have minus 2d4 from Bane and Mind Sliver.
Oh my god. Yeah, they both fail.
Cool.
Just roll a 6.
9.
Okay, they're dead. Tell me how it goes. How was it written?
Holds a piece of purplish energy in his left hand and flings it at the one on the left as his mind sliver, and then as they're distracted by that, holds up his right arm, and on top of it is a crab that's just. And now there are two beautiful, pristine ice statues outside that slowly. And fall over, shattering.
Nice, nice.
I guess both of them are next.
Alright, out of combat.
So the rest. Any others?
Can Ismark healing? What's this freaking thing called?
Healing word.
Healing word, the one he punched in the face.
Oh. With your electric grasp?
Yeah.
Roll Arcana.
or one that's jaw looks like it might work. Arcana.
Yeah. Because I've made a rule that they just flat out die unless they have a name. Okay,
I do that too usually.
So, yeah, with a nat 20 all out, yeah, you heal one of them up.
Alright, let me cast that spell before I forget. And then I'm gonna slap some manacles on him. And do we have anything to like hood this fool? Yeah, I do. I have 2 house sashes. Xandar. I'll sling a Xandar sash around their eyes.
Don't make me do that, Shaggy. Please don't.
Oh, and for cool points, I want to be like, hey, and do a cool toss of Shaggy's gun to Shaggy. I really kind of wanted to do it in combat, and there'd be a cool, like,
Yeah.
fire away.
Oh, I was waiting to like come up and like pull it out of your belt like all Jack Sparrow and just shoot somebody.
Yeah, that'd been cool too.
It just
This is in character. Both of y'all are just like discussing what cool thing
Yeah,
y'all
like,
should.
wouldn't it have been Also, Ismark's gonna just stuff like a sock in this person's mouth as well.
Gotcha.
Do they wear socks?
2.5
Were socks
of
in
them.
medieval times?
I'm
2.5.
picturing you looking for a sock, realizing you don't have one, and then just removing one of your own and shoving it in this poor guy's mouth.
Yeah, Father always said to leave home with extra socks, but sometimes I forget. feel like we should get this guy to HQ.
Let's not forget little one. Still upstairs?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
I got him.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, hooded, manacled, muted. Is there anything? Should we do anything to like make this more subtle? We're just gonna run this guy through town.
I mean, I'm looting. Do we search the bodies? I'm searching them.
I'm helping you search.
Oh yeah, definitely got to frisk the guy we just brought back too.
Oh yeah.
8 Chris's.
Woo!
Let's see. Like, amongst them all, like 10 gold pieces. In various changes.
And do they have deacon cloaks?
They just have the black cloaks. But it's kind of it kind of screams deacon, but yeah.
What about is
Screams
it
deacon without saying deacon.
Yeah, without the like any emblems or anything, yeah.
I might want to hold on to these. They might make a good disguise.
Yeah. You want me to put it in my chest?
You want like 6 of them or
Yeah, just throw them all in there.
there's 7 for an intern?
I carry this chest around everywhere I go.
Sure. Well, probably 6 because I imagine the 2 that I froze outside aren't exactly in one piece.
And just to be clear, these are cloaks of billowing, correct?
No, it's just like it's the magic property it has. It just goes like ooh, like Gregorian chant of like this like ominous cultish vibe.
Nice.
When 5 of them show up, it has theme it turns on the theme music.
What did we say? 6 cloaks
Yeah.
or less? 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6.
Oh, I probably should have been more descriptive than cloak.
Black screams deacon cloak.
Yeah, these are like full on like cultist like things.
Yeah.
They're basically robes. More than
There we go.
clothes.
Yeah. Long roby thingies.
Okay, got it.
Like the ones they were wearing when they snatched up Bismarck.
Is it the same
Yeah.
as when we originally met Greco?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Adrian's just like, yes, I planned this all along.
No,
Yes,
well, no,
they-
they all just look this. I mean, they all look the
Catching
same.
up.
Listen, my brain's on a lag.
I feel you.
Adrian, we just love giving you crap. You're doing a great job.
I mean, I don't feel like this is I'm being attacked. I just feel like my brain can't keep up.
No worries, friend.
Let's all go shopping.
Where do you want to go? Let's go. I mean, I'm only shopping
Everybody-
online. Online. Oh, you mean in game? Okay, never mind. See, brain. So
Drag
yeah.
this fool to the protectorate.
Yeah, just whoever's got the highest sneak, roll me some sneak stealthy.
That would be me. 14?
Gosh.
Oh.
With a
Like,
plus
are we
10.
trying to sneak back? Is it like, can I help him or?
This is just general. No one catches you.
Oh, okay.
Unless we want to make a statement as the protectorate, shoving some deacon crony through the streets.
I think
Throw-
we do
You
that
would
with.
recommend against that.
I think we do that with a higher up of deacon, like someone that would be more publicly recognizable.
All right. So,
And generally, it's a good idea to do that when you're already prepared for said response.
And for a counterattack.
I'll take your word
Not-
for it.
Not quite a good idea to go poking a tiger without being ready to smack it back.
Is that a personal experience that I'm hearing?
Maybe we shouldn't be
Because
dragging
of Crazy
dead
City.
bodies in front of little Max here. Just, small eyes and stuff.
Hey,
Should've-
Max. I got a little friend here that that might like you. You want to hang out with her for a little bit? And Ember's just there being a really cute crab.
No. No. You see
Alright.
Max kind of like back away from it.
Bite.
Alright. It's alright. She's a friendly one. And she teleports back up to my shoulder.
Oh, this was on his shoulder? Max freaks out.
No. She was like on my arm. And
Okay.
And then teleports back up to my shoulder.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I misunderstood that.
It's all good. See, she's smiling.
Max, is there anything you need from your room before we go?
Just a change of clothes. That's all.
A teddy or favorite blanket?
You just got the blanket, yeah.
Okay.
Hungry.
I got some beef jerky.
A good berry.
Blobfish flavored.
And a good berry.
Very
Fine.
good.
Max, how long were you in that house alone?
Walking, talking.
Yeah, walk and talk.
Say that again?
How long were you in that house alone?
I don't know. I slept through most of it.
Good boy. And as for that image, you said that that drawing that you did. By the way, wonderful job. You were drawing it and the wind pulled it out of your hand?
Yeah.
I immediately look up at his mark with a look like, sound familiar?
I didn't do it.
Not you, your friend.
I was under the impression that they wouldn't be able to mimic my... Oh, I guess I did get that letter, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, our minds together, Cadmus. Yeah, it does sound familiar.
Cadmus face palms.
It does indeed. It's a good thing we have each other.
Yeah, sure is. Oh boy. Alright, well, it looks like we're almost back to the Protectorate, so... Shaggy, you doing alright? Okay, great talk, buddy.
You like right as I got up to get the phone from the fridge, you were like, Shaggy!
I mean, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, he's like in the middle of like drinking from a canteen. The usual moment the camera's not on someone. He goes, ooh, hold on. Finishing.
It's just like, okay, the focus isn't on me. I can take a.
Yeah,
Sorry?
smoke break, right? Let me get into character. I think he's also been like mean mugging this guy. Probably on their walk back.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little clear-headed. Now that we're taking a stroll.
By the way, sorry about the. And he reaches over and brushes off a few flecks of ice on your shoulder. Sorry about the rude awakening. And
Well, no harm, no foul. Sometimes, I think you say, I've had ruder awakenings. And maybe it like kind of reaches up and like and how to describe it? It's like I guess like hawking the a loogie or something, but it's like a bit of bloody ice out of his nose, like that lasts a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, I have to say. Not for y'all. Can't quite say what might have happened to me.
It's not the first time that we've had to deal with Deacon.
Unfortunately.
Sorry you got caught up in it. Seems that you're associated with us now. At least in their eyes.
Well, I've thrown my hat in with you lot, and seems stepped in a bit of cow pie with the rest of y'all. It's on my boot, whether I like it or not now. So, nothing to do but see it through, I guess.
One of us. One of us.
Well, maybe with your help, we just might be able to might just be able to get that cow pie off all our boots. Cadmus says, having no idea what that expression is supposed to mean.
Nice.
You know, you can
Hey,
use
just kinda-
you can burn those for fire, right?
Wait,
Am
what?
am I the only one here who's had to burn cow dung for fire?
Bit of an expression, though.
All right.
But he kind of looks over to Cadmus, who's like kind of picking up. Maybe he's not his, but he ain't wrong.
Well, so what this one has to say, and there we go from there.
Lead on.
All right, y'all make it back to the Protectorate.
Hey, it's Barry, the intern.
And I'm just gonna end it there because my head is not. I need to lay
No,
down
you're
soon.
fine. You're fine, Adrian.
It's okay, man.
Hey, thank you for running.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, that was fun.
Yeah.
Powering through, baby.
Oh, yeah. You. No,